Oh, yes. I'm just looking at this prosecutorial misconduct. Right. A prosecutor must not use improper methods in order to obtain a conviction, but must use legitimate means to obtain a just conviction. Prosecutorial misconduct may lead to a mistrial. Ooh. Then there's a prosecutrix, a female who brings an action such as a charge of rape, etc. Yes. Then there are the prospective earnings and anticipated earnings, future earnings, and this prospective law applying to situations that will arise after the time of the enactment of the law. Most law is prospective, or in other words, it is not retrospective. Now, this prosecutorial misconduct, right, obtain a just conviction. You know, when I was arrested for the allegation of a crime in Sequim, Washington, isn't it prosecutorial misconduct, Nichols, Cochran, and Cowgill for refusing to acknowledge that the alleged victim, the person that brought the action, the petitioner, yes, didn't acknowledge the protection order when it was issued? Now, how can you have the protections of a protection order without the acknowledgement of the petitioner? That becomes a prosecutrix. When she did call the police, female who brought the action, such as a charge of domestic violence, to two-count criminal complaint of domestic violence in Sequim, Washington on December 31st. Yes. Now, I don't understand how a state can enforce a protection order, yes, without the acknowledgement of the petitioner, when the prosecutrix has to be the petitioner that brings the the action of the violent crime of violating the protection order. Now, I've given you quite a few different screen prints about the rights of the respondent and then the rights of the petitioner. Could somebody in the prosecuting attorney's office explain to me how you can enforce a protection order where the public defender was given a chance? Doesn't every petitioner understand they have to appear in court and they have to acknowledge the order to be able to have the protections of the order? Now, prosecutorial misconduct, Jefferson County, would be that you don't acknowledge the requirement of the law that the petitioner that became the prosecutrix, yes, actually is the one that files the action of the two-count criminal complaint. Now, was she there and she refused to sign it, or was she not there and you decided to issue it so that she would have the protections of the court order without having to acknowledge the court order? Now, I would say, okay, prosecuting attorneys throughout this great nation, I'm going to sue you, okay? Then I'm going to sue you for the sectarian control of allowing the prosecutrix to bring the court action of the two-count criminal complaint in Sequim, Washington, where I was not there because of your refusal to require the acknowledgement of the petitioner to have the enforcement of the fucking order. You can't be a prosecutrix without being an acknowledged petitioner of the court order. Now, you said it.